Hi, and welcome to Entrepreneur Masterclass. I'm your host, Leah Woodford, and with me today, I'm so excited to introduce you to Dawn Stebbing, who is pretty much amazing. She started out in direct sales, and now she coaches others, predominantly women though, right, Dawn?
Yes.
Okay, so Dawn, when I heard your story, first of all, MLMs, I think they make people cringe. And you have a different take on it. And I want to hear your background because it's so intriguing. Would you mind sharing with our viewing audience how you became, you started out with an MLM and then you went into direct sales, but can we talk about that?
Sure, definitely. Well, my sales career started when I was young, very young, at a young age. I was only in my early 20s. I had been married and divorced. And I had to figure out how I was going to raise two little boys on my own. And I had no idea what I was going to do. I just don't. You know how you put it out there to the universe and the universe answers? It's just unreal how that all happens. And I had been invited to a Tupperware party. My mom was hosting.
I love Tupperware.
I know. And I thought, okay, I'll go. But this woman, she was just on fire. She was just excited, and I needed something like that in my life. And I'm watching her, and she's telling me how she got involved in the company. You know, I can earn a car. I could earn some money. I could earn trips. I can earn gifts from my kids and all kinds of things. And I thought, she had me at money and car right there, because I've never had a brand new car.
Really?
And I thought, oh my gosh, no, at 20, who has a brand new car at 20? Not very many people, unless your parents buy it for you, right? So I just, I jumped in with both feet. I thought, if she could burp a lid, I could burp a lid, right? That was actually kind of interesting. It looked really easy to me. Stand up there, pretty colors, burp lids, and I was on my way.
Wow.
And I earned a car. And
let's talk about that car.
Okay.
Tell us about your car.
It wasn't the most fabulous looking car, but no judgment. It was brand new. And at that time, I think station wagons were the rage back then. To me, it was a brand new car. Right. It had four wheels. I, put gas in it, and I could get to my destination. And I needed something big enough to haul my kids and haul their stuff and all my Tupperware at the same time.
Wow. So it was functional.
So it was definitely functional. And what I loved about it was I had the opportunity to build a team fast. And how I did that was I just had the drive. I had the motivation. And one person in my life, when I told that person that what I was doing, and it was my dad, and I've never shared this before, but it was my dad. He says, what are you going to do that for? You can't make money doing that. And I thought, watch me.
Watch me.
Oh,
my goodness.
I'll show you. And I did. In less than a year, I had that car, built the team, and I was on my way.
So let's unpack that a little bit. Tell me about the time your dad said you can't do that. How did that make you feel? I mean, you're still a young girl in your 20s.
My dad didn't really have a lot of confidence. I mean, I think he's like old school.
You were a girl, yeah.
Yes, and I was a girl. And you're old school, and you hear what other people say about things, and you believe them. And that's how his mind works, is he believes what other people say. And it's still to this day, he believes what other people say, whether it's positive or negative. However, he was the one person I think that had this impression on me that I needed to prove to him. But I also proved it to myself. It was more about me than it was about him. And when I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. If I can do this, I can do anything. So that's where that came from. And that drive, because that was my motivation when he said that.
I bet. So what was that like in your 20s building a team? What does that look like?
Clue. I had no clue what I was doing, to be honest with you. I really didn't. I just had a great coach. Okay. I had a great mentor. I had a great coach. Loved her to death. She was there right by my side every step of the way. And not everybody has that in direct sales. I'll tell you that, in MLMs or network marketing.
Well, let's face it, most people fail at those.
Exactly. And one of the reasons they do is leadership.
Okay.
That is partly it. And they don't have the drive or the passion. for what
So
they're doing.
in your early 20s, how did you get the drive and the passion?
I just think I
Single mom?
Single mom,
Yeah.
raising 2 boys. And
We'll do it for our kids, won't we?
Oh, exactly. Exactly. And I needed the freedom to be able to stay home with my kids.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to go to a 9-to-5 job. And I did odd jobs before, but they weren't going to put food on my table.
Wow.
So I had to find something that was going to motivate me to keep going too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, Dawn, you coach people in sales. Can we talk about that?
Sure.
Can we talk about your program and what you do for women and how you empower them to build their own teams?
Yes. When I think about this and how I want to explain it, I'm helping other women and inspire other women to be great leaders. Because when you get into a business like this, first of all, you want to have passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, find something that you love. I should say find something you love first and then have passion. Because when you love something, you end up having the passion. Because when you find something you love, you start to talk about it and tell everybody you know everything about it. And that's what happened to me. It's like I found something I fell in love with and I thought, oh my God, here we go again. Here we go. I want to, I can build a team. I can earn cash. I can have a car. I can do trips. I can do all this again. And I thought, why I coach women today? Because there were so many other opportunities that I didn't have. Remember I said I had a great coach the first time around?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't have so many great coaches as I was going through this before. And I want to be able to inspire other women to be a great coach or not a coach, a great leader,
Mm-hmm.
a great leader, and have some empathy. And leaders need to lead by example.
I love that.
And that's huge. And a lot of them are out there for the money.
Yes.
Instead of treat your team like a family, like it's your second family. Nurture them, love them, and you care about them. You care everything about them. And when they have that feeling that you care about them, they're most likely going to work for you. They're going to do something, but they're going to do it for themselves because they know that you care enough about them.
So tell me the difference between an MLM and direct sales, because they feel kind of, they're just like all over the place. What's the difference?
Oh, okay. Great question, by the way, because when I decided that I was going to coach in this industry, I don't like the word MLM. I don't like the word network marketing. It has a negative connotation to it. So I decided to call myself a direct sales coach. For the reason is because we are selling directly to consumer, but we also have that opportunity that we could build a team also.
Okay.
MLM is where it's you and you're building underneath you. A lot of people relay that to pyramids, and it's not a pyramid. And I've lived through this. I know this, and I just heard it today by chance that somebody I was talking to had said, "Oh, it's a pyramid," and I'm going, "Let me share with you that the only place a pyramid happens is in the corporate world. That's the only person that can get to the top is the CEO. Nobody else can be a CEO of that company unless someone passes, right? Or changes hands. In MLM, if you're down here, you have the opportunity to build that, and you can build past this person right here. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
So how do women that are in direct sales go from here to here? Hire you.
Hire me. Well, what I do, and this is a misconception sometimes out there, they think that I am trying to recruit people into a business, and I'm not. I'm there to train the trainer. I'm there to help you train your team. I'm there to help you grow your team. And if you are looking to go further in your business, if you're down here and you want to go here and you don't have great leadership, I would be that person that you would want to call.
Well, and you've got a couple of neat tricks you've got a couple of nice things that most coaches don't have. I mean, let's face it, you're an image consultant too. How does that factor into your coaching?
Oh, love that. That's what sets me apart from anyone else that's doing what I'm doing, because I have this background in image consulting. I'm a certified image consultant. Image consulting isn't just about the clothes that you put on someone's body. When you go into leadership, it helps you with your leadership skills, your communication skills, your behavior, your etiquette. A lot of this takes factor when you are going into leadership in a direct sales company or in a sales company.
Right.
And being in sales, looking the part is the first impression that someone sees of you. And if
True.
you're not put together, people are going to look at you like, is she going to work for me? Is she going to do the work for me? Does she know her product? Does she look good? Him or her. Put it that way.
Well, and we all have those biases, right?
Yes.
So another thing that I found really interesting about what you do is you talk about relationship selling. Can we unpack that a little bit for our
Yes, we
viewing
can.
audience?
Sure. In any type of a sales business that you're in, whether it be direct sales or regular sales, you're either selling a product or you're selling a service.
Mhm.
When it comes to sales, people want a relationship with you.
Yes.
They don't want you shoving something down their throat. And that's with everything and everybody. And it
Mhm.
happens every day. And I feel it and I see it every day, especially when I'm networking. I don't want to be sold to any more than anybody else does. So what I do is I help my customers, my clients, build relationships with their customers.
Mhm.
Because once you have that relationship and they know, like, and trust you, they're more apt to be loyal to you. So they want you to get to their heart. So what I talk about is have a conversation with your customer.
Mhm.
Find out what makes them tick. Be that little detective. What do they have? What are their challenges? What are their issues that you can help them with? How can your product or your services help them? And bring that out of them going, okay, instead of selling the whole enchilada, they might just only need this right now.
So listen to your customer is what you're
Exactly.
listen.
That's great point there, Leah, because of the fact that's one of the number one communication skills that you can possibly have is listen. Listen with your ears and zip them out.
Great, great, great point. Yes, we have lost the skill of active listening.
Yes, we have.
So, Dawn, I understand you're a speaker. Can you tell our viewing audience what you speak on?
Relationship-based selling.
Well, of
It's
course
a new
you
topic. Yes.
So, Dawn, where can women who really are thinking about getting into sales or direct sales, where can they find you and how can they hire you as their coach?
Well, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I also have a website. You go to my website, check me out. Definitely book a conversation with me.
That
I'm
is so
interested in talking to you and find out what your needs are and if I can be of service to you in any way.
Well, Dawn, thanks for coming to the show. Will you come back?
Of course I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
This has been Leah Woodford with Entrepreneur Masterclass. Thanks for watching.